Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world, all over Africa and all over Nigeria. I welcome you all to this episode. Do you know the title? Let me shock you. The whole of the Middlebelt now are carrying Biafran flag. The whole of the real Hausas in southern Kaduna and other parts of north are carrying Biafran flag. What is their demand? Biafra recognition and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. I will show you the clip, but before I go there, let me just use this opportunity to also remind my people about the calling program we have today. Please, if you know that you are going to be part of that program, indicate by commenting on this video. The time is very, very important. I want us to choose the best time that when the program started, everybody will be less busy, to make sure that you attend the program and call, WhatsApp call, and speak your mind to the world, to the African, to the Zojurans, and to the other Biafrans that have scattered all over the world. Please, I want you to be part of this. I've been doing this program before, but because of poor turn up, I decided to call it a quit. But now I want to resume it again. Your voice must be heard. Not only my voice. Not every time I will be here shouting on top of my voice. No, I want you to speak. If it matters, it doesn't matter if the program lasts for 6 hours, 7, even 10 hours. When you have the mic to yourself, my brother, you can speak at least maximum of 20 minutes, minimum of 15 minutes. You speak anything, pour your mind away, because it has gotten to the extent where every Biafran, both old or young, supposed to be crying out for the injustice we are passing through in Nigeria. Now they are using what they call emotional blackmail now against the Yoruba man who is in charge of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case by printing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. The poster everywhere in Abuja. He's a terrorist. He's this. But the same people who are calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist are the same people who are integrating the real terrorists into their system, into their military, into their police, into their navy. But Nnamdi Kanu, and armless, even the so-called stupid witness, made it clear that nothing incriminating was found of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now they want to use emotional blackmail. They have bring witness that don't even know his left from his right. So when they see all these things now, what do they have to do? Now they have to go back home and strategize. Let us use emotional blackmail. A case that is before the court is now being proposed all over the world, all over Abuja, including in front of DSS. And they didn't see anybody. Camera did not capture anybody who is posting all those things. Can you imagine this? So there's a lot that I am not seeing in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. They have never found anything. The witness now in fact, he don't even put Nigeria in a very tight corner over this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Now they come with emotional blackmail. But let's not talk too much. Please, I would like you to see this clip. Watch this clip. When you watch it finish, make sure as you are watching, you are dropping your own comment. Your opinion matters a lot in this issue. Drop what you think, because people are reading your comment. People are watching this video. Let me just leave you to watch the clip, then we'll come back for more discussion. Happy Sunday to you all, and my prayer is that it shall be well with you and the member of all your families. May God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the Israelites, and the God of the Biafrans, both old and young, must answer all your secret prayers from now onwards. So let us just watch this clip, and then we come back for more discussion. Oh yeah? Regardez.
Just watched the last reports. What do you think of the seeming intransigence of the pro-Biafra protesters?
Well, let's start by getting something right. This is a democracy. Any person, any group of persons can protest or agitate for whatever it is they want, with the caveat.
Agitations are a separate entity and in defiance to police warnings.
The armies and SACs and police came in that Summit Road. They shot tear gas at us, but we did wrong. They shot tear gas again, and we did wrong. But when they look at it that we are gallant, that we are not afraid, they begin to shoot at us.
So, and what we want to tell the Nigerian government is to release our leader. Because if they don't release our leader, we are telling you by the time we are going to do another mega protest. This one, you will know that this one is just a child's play.
Yeah, welcome to this channel. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and press the notification button so that you'll be able to enjoy our video whenever we post. And we say remain blessed as we move on. Mr. Chinedu, it is surprising and baffle everyone as we are seeing some poster posted around Abuja now condemning Masin Nabdekano, a matter that is in the court already. So what is really going on? Are we going to see a judge that has been predetermined, that has been tailored towards some people's opinion? Because a case in the court shouldn't be treated like this.
You are not far from the truth, and it comes to a lot of imaginations where the posters are being put. The DSS did not see them, the police did not see them, nobody cited who are those who are moving from one particular place, to predict and incite the judge against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, incite the DSS against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, incite also the hooded DSS against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and then incite the court and judiciary against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the picture they were painting on those posters. And I can tell you the reaction is already in Enugu currently now. There's a massive protest against Nigerian state. In fact, the people of Enugu are demanding, because the problem is that they have had so much people from Benue now joining Enugu people. The crowd, the momentum is spreading, the awareness is spreading.
People that run away from
insurgency, from Benue, they've already flooded Enugu. So they are coming with different information, they're coming with different news, and that has fueled, the protest that has spread currently now in Enugu. And one of these protesters was sounding gallantly, and thank God for the Commissioner of Police in that state, who said now they are trying to make sure that the protest is always peaceful, because guys are saying nobody have seen anything yet, and they are ready. Whatever it's going to take, they are ready, and they are saying it. The manner in which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial is going is suspicious. You understand? It's suspicious. How can the federal government be there and somebody is championing that kind of posters all over Abuja, putting, trying to create an impression about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though they knew as citizens of this country that what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about is happening right there in their face. But that brought us to the international community too. The likes of some world leaders who are openly watching. They pretend as if they don't know what is happening in Nigeria. But I can tell you that these people are taking note of everything, and when they want to use it against Nigeria will be surprised. At what point did we come to this level? It's just like what happened in Israel, between Israel and Hamas. Nobody knew that Israel has been documenting Hamas activities over the years. Give them a lot of opportunities to mess Israel up at the end of the day, until a day came they crossed their boundary, and you can see 700 people, 60,000 Hamas died. Just 700 people in Israel that was kidnapped in October 7th. As I'm talking to you now, over 60,000. Israel has disallowed over 60,000 of Hamas. Hezbollah, name them. As I'm talking to you now. So what is breeding, might be seen as the Igbo people as cowards, as weak, or conquered, But I'm telling you, they are sending a serious signal by the way and manner Nnamdi Kanu is being tried. It is provocative, it is annoying, it is a threat to over 85 million Igbos, Biafrans around the world. And I must use this opportunity to send a strong signal to that faction guy they call Isinguzo, that happens to say he's an Ohanese person, to respect himself and respect the use of words, that a lot of us are not fools. We are not fools. Respect yourself. It is not about the Igbo people. We are talking about the 40 regions, states that make up Biafra. Biafra was not fought by Igbo people alone. Biafra was fought by the Biafrans themselves. He should respect himself. It's Nguzo that says he is a faction, whether your faction belong to APC or not. Respect Igbo people. Respect your statement. God, there's nothing like Igbo Heroes Day. What we are saying is Biafran Day. Respect yourself. I think on that note, that is what I'm trying to point out, that the sensitization and the awareness is also spreading. And you can see, it is our belief that all the cross-examination carried out in the court by the lawyers and defense team at the end of the day, nobody has found Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be guilty of anything. Whatever they are trying to create out of it, that is what is fueling, the protests all over the eastern part of the country now. I say it without any reservation that the George Washington of America was once charged with felony and treasonable charges, but today America is free. America is celebrating.
And they are celebrating
freedom.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, are you want to join me to believe that in a situation where there will be justice and equity in this country, AGF should have come out and condemn what is happening in Abuja now, because this is a matter that is in the court already, and something like that shouldn't be witnessed. Even you cannot comment too much on something.
Yes,
that is in the court.
On a matter that is in the court, you do not comment anything. You do not say anything. But trying to use these people to issue a threat to the judge, James Omotosho, deal with Nnamdi Kanu, jail him. He's a terrorist. He has committed felony. He has killed many people. But Nnamdi Kanu never carried gun against anybody. You are seeing it on daily basis. Those who are carrying gun on daily basis, killing Nigerians. Then you are saying. They are saying that somebody has said with his mouth that say defend themselves, at least to put a little fear on these people. Let them go and stay on their own. You are take Omotosho, James Omotosho should have conscience too. He is from Ondo State. You should look at it very well. Look at it deeply. If it is not politically, and interest based. He's drafting into this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, then it means that there's a lot to it, then we are going to expect justice at the end of the day. But if it is what we are thinking, to the extent that people are started posting posters predicting the judgment before judgment, means there's a lot that's going on, and that's what is triggering,
another counter protest from Enugu.
And the protest is spreading towards Benue. As I'm talking to you, all the Benue youths now are arming themselves with Biafran flag and the rest of them. So it's trending already online. You can see it online, and that is what it is.
Are we saying it is this federal government that is trying to even make the issue of agitation get more worse because of the way they are handling things? Because I expect them to have come out now and condemn that poster. That is how to control something. But they saw the poster and they keep quiet. What does that one mean? And the people that are behind this poster, can we say it is the same hand that kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention for almost 5 years now? They are the one that's behind that poster, because some of them even said that they regretted not killing Nnamdi Kanu while they catch him at Kenya. So what do you have to say about this?
Quite very painful, that is happening under a southern president, simply because Buhari left an instruction to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then that what will happen, that will happen. And I think he has, followed that, in that agreement, until we start seeing massive pressure, until there's a kind of lock back of Nigerian image internationally, and when Bola Ahmed noticed that Nigeria is being shut out at the international and global scene space, the international community is not being allowed to access anything, because it is being believed he is having a human rights record issue. Yes, and that pressure came, and we saw, okay, everything was pointing towards Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that the US government also sent their delegates and all that. There was so much pressure, there was so much, this thing. And says, okay, let us. And on the course of opening trial against Mazin Nnamdi, it was discovered that he had nothing. They were just keeping him there based on interest, based on whatever they call it, kidnapping or whatever that happened. Then everybody has been able to prove anything, but still,
from tracing felony to terrorism.
Yes, he is still in DSS custody. Those who are making things difficult for Nigeria are nowhere to be found, and the government knows them. And people who are saying this, they hold him, but they have made Nnamdi Kanu a global, person. They have, added so much strength, because, the more he's been persecuted, I think the more he grows wings, the more, and we're expecting a lot of things to happen in that direction. That Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will not die in DSS custody under a Southern president. That would be very, very unbelievable.
Even the Boju witness that they brought to the court, majority of them are government. They don't know. Some of them, the response they are getting from them is not encouraging. So you will be surprised. Why do they bring this kind of people that don't know something about
I think it get to a point that Omotosho himself, Judge Omotosho, the presiding judge, got annoyed because what he expected in terms of defense during the cross-examination by Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Agabi Kanu, it was not what he was getting. These guys were just are responding off point completely. How can they be asking you questions about files? Days, how you engage in one or two things surrounding this thing. You don't know that IPOB has been unprescribed. You don't know that the difference between IPOB and EBA. You don't know who is Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know who is Simon Ekpa. You are just confusing everything. And still, the DSS kept Mazin Nnamdi Kanu there. So, going to court, because there is a kind of manipulative tendencies that I'm beginning to see recently, and that is why everybody is going to be careful. Because we don't know actually where James Omotosho actually stand in this case currently now. But from the last statement issued by the IPOB, everybody is an IPOB. That's, you can't say nobody is another. IPOB is an IPOB. IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra. And you cannot say that people does not have right to answer indigenous people. It's never done. So we're going to see how Omotosho is going to handle the trial. But I think from the first statement he made, he said he's tired of this statement, and for him, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't be in DSS custody. We are waiting to see how that is going to be translated in the course of him presiding over the
case. Confused the first judges, Bintan Yako, totally confused. Second one, James Omotosho, totally confused, not know what to really say about the judgment. Well, I think the two things are working together simultaneously now, because Simon Ekpa is being, on the trial in Finland, and Mazin Nnamdi Kanu also on the trial in Nigeria. Yeah. So I think two of them, very soon now, the case of Nnamdi Kanu will resume again. Yes. So at that point, we'll be able to see two countries where justice reign and the other one where justice, we
don't want to believe that the Oyibos, the white people, are free from corruption. They can also be corrupted. And most times, you can see how they stole our gold in Africa here. So they are also corrupt. So we should not be seeing them as saying that people that cannot be compromised over a pot of soup. But what we're saying is that international communities, human rights agencies, civil society organizations, world civil society organizations who are bent, Red Cross, name them, whoever they are, should focus on what is happening in Finland and what is happening in Nigeria between these two Igbo figures who are asking that justice should be done and their people should not be killed the way and manner they are being killed today.
Before we go, 4 of people that were accused, with Simon Ekpa in Finland has been set free. Are they four of them? Are they all Igbos?
Yes, they're all Igbos. They're all Igbos. You know what they mean. You know, after consequently they discovered that the child was acquitted for lack of no evidence. You know, that was those one. But they were arrested at the same time with Simon Ekpa. You know, but Simon Ekpa is still there, and immediately they said the court has they now announced that Simon Ekpa is facing incitement. You know, incitement. Charges. But to the surprise of many people, in just a space of time within that period, Donald Trump appointed another IPOB lobbyist into his cabinet. Marcy McCarthy. You know, a very close friend and childhood sister to Dr. Ngozi Urabese. She was just appointed yesterday. So successfully now, Donald Trump has swelled himself with IPOB lobbyists, you know, within his cabinet, and that's why people are speculating that, you know, it will get to a point that Biafra will be discussed in the Washington D.C.
Okay, Asorok are washed. All the whole Fúlàní governors, they cries out. Northerners are in total dismay. In fact, this is what we call total disintegration of that contraption called Nigeria. Nigeria is not a country, but just a geographical expression. Amalgamated in 1914, expired in 2014. So there's no basis that make us to be together. Nigeria have expired. Even the so-called stupid northern elders, they are Northern Elders Forum. Ango Abdullahi don't come out, made it clear. The only person who have already come out to speak this truth, apart from Nnamdi Kanu, that Nigeria have expired. They need to negotiate Nigeria, but we said we are going. We don't want any negotiation or whatever they call it. There's no any documents again. It was back then that they forced our people to come and sign. So now, let me see who will come and force us now to sign again. Let me come and see who will force us now. Come and sign signature so that we are going to be together for forever and forever. Now God, I go punish all of us. Oluwa, I go help us. We be Biafrans. Buy all of us now and on our future generation. UK is falling, and UK must continue to fall. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Benue, Enugu, Plateau youths now are protesting heavily in Enugu State. Benue joined them. Plateau joined them. Taraba is warming up. They are going to join them. And they are threatening that going to be a mass protest if Biafra are not recognized and Nnamdi Kanu are not released. What are you still waiting for? Are you still waiting for God to come from heaven before you know that we are doing the right thing? You know, before he said Nnamdi Kanu have called off a street protest. This one now, people now who just gathered on their own. Nobody called them. Are you going to say Master Nnamdi Kanu is the one that give order from detention or Simon Ekpa? Nothing of such. Even Ngozi Urabese can never encourage anybody to go out there to protest because Nigerian zoo police, I mean, their terrorist police and terrorist military will go out there and begin to shoot them. You can hear that guy said. He said, first of all, they shot tear gas. Nobody responded. They shot another one. Nobody. They use live ammunition on them. You can imagine that. Protesters with just only flag. That is the offense you committed. Once you protest in Nigeria, automatically have become you have become a terrorist. They have tagged you, charged you with treasonable felony. You want to take over the government. A government who protested heavily, Operation Occupy Nigeria 2012 by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same Bola Ahmed Tinubu today is clamping down on anybody who come out to air his own view. Because they are afraid they are illegitimate government. They are afraid that if these people continue like this, then maybe the international community, the useful ones or not the useless ones, will then look into the matter. That was why this guy asked yesterday one of his published videos, VDM, said, what is Tinubu and APC stalwarts? What are they afraid of? Why are they always shaking? Each time that they say, let's go a protest now, they will deploy anybody who call for a protest now, automatically, anywhere, even if you like, stay under the hole. They will track you once you post it online. That is when their tracking device is working. But Fúlàní will be even be there calling somebody in DSS to come and pay ransom. They will not track that person. And you tell me that government is not a government of a zoo, it's not government of terrorists. Now they are changing Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa say inciting terrorism. I mean, who made that language? Who made that law? Inciting terrorism. And they also say that he is participating or working with a group, a terrorist group. That is IPOB is a terrorist group. But Simon Ekpa have nothing to do with IPOB. His own government is government of autopilot. Now, because you want to give dog a bad name to hang him, you now call Simon Ekpa working for a terrorist group, which right from time he have already associated himself from anything that have to do with the IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu can claim that yes, Owazirike is his boss. Owazirike works under Masop. So it does not mean what Owazirike did, we then come and influence Nnamdi Kanu. It is not done. Ojukwu worked as a Biafra. I don't know which political party he belonged that time. So his own have gone. Nnamdi Kanu is under IPOB, not under autopilot. I might decide to be an agitator tomorrow and I decide, okay, look at my name. But these guys have been there before me, so I cannot equally call them my boss. So you cannot use the sense of all these ones now, like Simon Ekpa. Okay, Ngozi Orebeze is doing his own. Okay, let's say Ngozi Orebeze now is working now under USB. United States of Biafra. How far? I beg, let us take the comments. There's not much time to waste. I just want us to do it one because today is Sunday. A lot of people will go to church program and other things. So please, I would still like to beg each and every one of us to turn up for this program today. If you really want the world to hear your voice, make sure you get every fact you want to speak. You must not literally speak on my own headlines. You must not literally speak on the issue I brought at hand. You must have something that have been bothering you as a Biafran. Something you want the world to hear. Maybe we that is in the media have not been saying it. You want the world to hear it. You want Nigeria to hear it. You want Africans and Biafrans all over the world to hear it. My brother, prepare it and come in the evening. You have 15 to 20 minutes to air your view on air. People will hear you speak. So get it ready and get ready for me. And I would also like to know what time is suitable for all the whole Biafran because of time difference. But where I am does not matter. Anytime you people put, I must make sure that I appear here before that time. And then we have the program together. This one is Onyinyechi Samuel said, with what is going on in Nigeria, Southeast and all the lovers of freedom in Nigeria should shut down all the capital states of every state in Biafra land. And very soon, we shall join this struggle in another dimension. My brother, people have woken up. In fact, it is now fight to finish. You just say Biafra freedom is a must. No going back. Aloy said, I plead to all Igbo sons and daughters, lovers of freedom, to come out in mass to protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This flagrant injustice against Biafrans has got a boiling point. We cannot fold our hands and allow Fúlàní to continue playing with our collective intelligence. Justice Omotosho should allow justice to prevail. That name, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, stands for all Igbo race. No one is exempted. Christopher, God, okay, good God, we support you and Biafra nation, we stand. In Jesus' name. Chika Osai King said Biafra for a free world is a task that must be accomplished. Godwin said, wonderful speech, full of power. Stephen, yes, so truth is life. God is with us. All Biafra for life. Annex said, Nigerians, let us all pray and ask the government of Nigeria to let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go free. My brother, pray what? Florence, Western country, you will see countries that can go far to stand and say the truth. So it's not the same like in Africa countries. Ade Victor, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Enough of these evil cabals against prophets of our time. Release him now, or you see the wrath of our gods. Chidubemu, exactly, they can call it anything they want. to us and to the whole world knows it is Biafra Heroes Day. Felicia said, God will vindicate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra will come and board by the special grace of Almighty Chukwuka Biama. So my people, I beg you, let us just end it here because this one is just early morning breakfast for all Biafrans in the house, both home and abroad. So do me a favor, make sure this message go viral. Share it, like it, comment on it, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. One more thing again, my brothers and sisters, let this message circulate. It has to get to the appropriate authorities. It has to get to the appropriate quarters. Make sure you also drop your opinion at the comment section of this video. Have a nice day. May good luck continue to bless us. Once again, good morning to every Biafran out there. I love you all.